Welcome back to the Brandon Sports Podcast. I'm joined by Coach Brad Bowser with the Rowan men's swimming team. Coach, today I want to talk about one of the most important topics in swimming, the mental side. To start off, how important is the mental side of swimming to you?
It's everything. I mean, it's really everything. If you go in with a positive attitude, you have a better chance of getting positive results. If you go in with a negative attitude, like you start talking about negatively, like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I'm afraid I'm going to mess up this turn, or I'm afraid I'm going to mess up the start. You're already setting yourself up for failure. So if you go in with the confidence and you go in with the mental side that you're going to be successful, the next thing is like, okay, now I got to put myself mentally in terms of winning. How do I do that? Like, so you have to start with building blocks up, not down.
So, going off of that, how big would you say it is to be a team in swimming? Like, how important is it to be a part of a team?
I think it's definitely a positive, being that we are an individualistic sport in a lot of ways, where like each individual is training for a time. Having the team together to help build relationships, to help build camaraderie, to help build a bond towards a common goal. So the common goal being how the team performs. Right, so it's not like I don't individually set up goals for each individual. I set up a team goal, and then the team uses their individualistic abilities to reach that team goal. So if they have the individual mindset, they also have to have a team side of things. A lot of times we look at relays. Relays is a team event. It's not an individual event. So the relays part of it, a lot of these guys, they'll step up for the relays because it is a team thing. And that's what's so different about the sport, is that you have both sides of it.
What are ways
Did I answer that question?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. What are ways you keep your swimmers mentally in the right space to kind of keep them going and just really want to work hard?
So over the summertime, what I did over the summertime, or when these guys are not with me for a lengthy period of time, so like I'll start setting up during the holidays a mental quote, a personal quote that I'd schedule it to go out every day. Over the summertime, I did a quote every single day of the week. Throughout the whole entire summer that they weren't on campus, just like a positive sport. It could be sports related. It could be just I think one time it was FDR quote. Like, it just something that's going to make them think about the team, but also themselves. So I think that part of it is that's something that I really feel like I put them in a position by doing, like I put them in a mental state by doing that on a regular basis.
And is there research behind those quotes, or like any inspiration for why you choose them to maybe touch them a little bit more?
It, I wouldn't say there's research, but what I tend to try to do is I try to make it built along what the part of the year that we're at. So the front half of the summer might be a certain quote about like keeping ourselves in shape, staying focused on your long-term goal, staying focused on what it is that you individually want to do. And then the second half of the summer, I really started building it into being more of a team-oriented, team goal-oriented quotes, or not giving up quotes, or really don't have fear, get yourself out of a comfort zone. Those types of quotes came the second half of the season, just preparing them mentally because they're about ready to go into the gauntlet. Because that first 2 months, those first really September to the end of October, it is a gauntlet. It is their training season, and it's a training camp that sometimes we do more than we should. But that kind of sets them up for that period, at least I think.
And final question for you today: how does the message of having fun, like you've told me before, keep a swimmer's mindset in a good spot and want to keep them going in the sport?
It's having fun is a term that I use kind of in a light way. And I use it in a light way because a lot of times swimming isn't fun. It's not. It's very hard. And I'm not saying other sports aren't hard. I'm saying like it's very hard sticking your head down and not talking to somebody for 2 hours. I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard to get out of your own head if you're in that position too. Like the presence that we have to have, part of it is, and how do we keep it in a fun side of things. A lot of times it's just us having conversations before and after the practice meets, or before their events. It's a lot of times it can be like the jib jabbing that they're having on the pool deck. We had a fun meet this weekend. Whether we won or lost, we still could say we had a fun meet. And it's a lot of it is, are we holding our heads up high, or are we, like, and I don't want to say this lightly, are you an Eagles fan?
Yeah.
Are you Jalen Hurts on the sidelines like this?
Yeah.
AJ Brown. Like, if I was one of their coaches, I'd be like, get up and start either working towards getting yourself better and watching the film. Like, granted, we don't see the whole entire picture because we're not at the games, or we're not, like, all we see is what they catch on the camera. So I don't know what Jalen Hurts was doing, but you get what I'm saying? Like, if I was to see that on my bench and I'd see this and they just got done a bad race, I would go talk to them and say, like, are you doing yourself any good? Are you doing this team any good? Because you're putting a negative attitude in. I do have one rule, that we can't have fun and we can't experience success if one person comes with a negative attitude. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I do have the rule. If you have a bad meet, or if you have a bad swim, don't come back sulking. Go swim it off in your warm down. Come back and find your close friend, the person that you're closest with, and just start talking to them. Have conversations with them. Get your mind out of this. And it's had success before. I've had a lot of success going from prelims to finals because of those type of scenarios. And an individual dual meet and having fun, it's the same thing. It's having guys on the side of the pool deck. You were here on Friday. Mm-hmm. Having guys on the side of the pool deck rooting on each other. Bring energy. It's all about energy too. The mental side can come from positive energy. Like, it's all about how we perceive other people and being. So if I see somebody else as being energized and rooting me on or cheering for me, I'm going to want to do the same thing for them. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I've really tried in the last 3 to 4 years and really focus on, because we do better when we're energized and we're rooting on our own teammates and we're seeing positive success coming from them.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anytime.